All right, YouTube. Today I'm going to show y'all how to change a cabin filter on a 2017 Ford Fusion SE model. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to pop this cover piece right here off, which will access this trim. Please excuse all the stuff inside my glove box at this time. Haven't had time to clean it. All right. You want to be careful with it. You definitely don't want to break anything. I've already started it. You're going to have some clips in here that you're just going to have to kind of pry apart. Once you get that done, you're going to go ahead and take this bezel right here out. Best thing to do is just grip it right in there. Try to be easy when you pull it. You don't want to snap that, and this will come right on out. Man, she's a little dirty in there. All right, and this will access these little bolts right here. So you're going to have four. You're going to have one right here, one right here, and then when you go to the underside, you're going to have one right here, and then one right here. And I can't see it right there, but you're gonna have another one. I want to say there's 7 millimeters. Let me try and check that out real quick. All right, they're 7 millimeters. So you're gonna go ahead and loosen these on up. I'm gonna pause the video for a minute so I can work with both hands. All right, I went ahead and got those bolts out. So the next thing you're going to do is try to easily remove this piece. And I'm going to have to pause it again just to do that. One moment. All right, I got that pulled out. All right, so what you're going to do now, you're going to be careful with it. You're going to have a little clip right here. All right. So what you're going to want to do is depress on that button, pull that out, and that will slip right on off. Your cabin filter is going to be right here. Be careful with that. That, I believe, is where your airbag system is at. So now you're going to have these two screws right here, one here and one here. And like I said, just kind of be careful with it. Make sure you don't hit any kind of sensor or airbag, electrical system. And once you do that, you're gonna pull this clip out, pull that little end out. Don't pull it too hard, because if you do, you'll loosen that plastic up. And there she is right there. And this thing is filthy. And she's a little stiff trying to get out. Yeah, I say that's trashed. Throw out the old. I also went out and bought 2 of them. I bought one for mine and one for my wife's car. All right, and this is the new one right here for it. All right, what you want to do, you want to make sure that the arrows are down. That's the way that the airflow goes in. So with the arrows pointing down, I'm gonna go ahead and push this on back in. Once you get it in, push that on up, clip it in, and then we can start putting the screws back in. I'm doing a lot of pausing on this video because I don't want it to be so long where people get tired of watching it. So I'm gonna pause it one more time to get these screws in. All right, I went ahead and got those screws in. I also put that connector back in. So now it's just more or less line everything back up and push this back in where it needs to be. One thing I noticed that you're gonna have some guide clips right there for those tabs. Just line it on up and push it on in. Make sure you get those clips lined up perfectly. And I did not. And I'm gonna pause it one more time. All right, YouTube. That was a long pause, but I went ahead and got these bolts in. It kind of make it a little bit easier. I'm gonna open this back up. And then basically the only thing you have to do is just make sure everything goes back in. Push these pieces back on. Realign everything. And then you're going to take this piece right here and just go ahead and snap it back in place. And that's all it does, is just clip in. And that is a cabin air filter change on a 2017 Ford Fusion. It took maybe about a rough 10 minutes. I know y'all got about 7 minutes of the video, but about 10 minutes. And 90 something degree weather, so it's not that bad. And don't know where that little clip went. I'll worry with that later. But all right, y'all have a good one. I hope this helps y'all out, and please subscribe.